This is not a political post because this happens on both sides of the aisle. But what I want to point out is how people can manipulate numbers to get you to think the way they want you to think. Watch this video and we'll discuss.
I've been delivering real results in fiscally responsible ways. We've already cut the federal deficit. We've already cut the federal deficit over $1 trillion.
As Biden stated in the State of the Union, they have reduced the deficit since he's become president. And that is absolutely true, okay? So he's saying a true statement. You see these two anomaly years, those are the years of COVID and the pandemic when the government was just shipping money out to anybody and everybody. Of course, that raised the deficit dramatically. We had a world event, say what you want to say about it, but you see here, they dropped the deficit. Now, what I want to point out is, if you draw a line and cross out those 2 years, the deficit continued to increase. So although he did not lie, if you don't do your research and you just take it for what he says, you will believe him and think they've done a great job. Now this happens all across the board. It's a sales technique. How can I get somebody to do what I want them to do, to buy what I want them to buy? In this, he wants them to buy the fact that he's done a great job with the deficit. I'm not saying he has or he hasn't. You can say whatever you want in the comments. I may or may not engage. You can make just about anything go the way you want it to go if you manipulate the numbers or if you manipulate the data. And too often, people are manipulating the data so that they're not lying, but they're also not quite being totally honest with you. For example, I could go ahead and say I'm the top real estate agent in Des Moines, Iowa. Like I'm the best real estate agent in Des Moines, Iowa, that was born in a town that starts with C, in a state that ends with A, with the last name that ends with B and starts with S. Now, I'm not sure that that's the case, but you get my point. If you take a certain set of data and you manipulate it so that you're not lying, but it makes you out to look really good, and if people don't do their research, you're gonna find people who believe you, and you'll get people on your side, or you can sell them the product you want to sell them because they're not doing their research. My whole point in anything, when it comes to real estate, politics, life, faith, do your own research, come up with your own information, and verify the information you're being told. Otherwise, you could be going in a direction that is not right. Again, comment, I want to hear it. You know what, if it's political, I may or may not engage. Do your thing, both sides of the aisle. Again, this isn't political post. This is about manipulation of information to get people to do or believe what you want them to believe.